All right, guys. So I had a technical problem here, and we are back to complete the show. All right, guys. Sorry, technology. It's not. I don't know. It's Facebook. The issue on Facebook. You two are playing very well, but we don't know what went wrong with the first one. Please welcome back. We have to complete the segment. We have other thing coming up pretty soon, so please share the link for us. We are back to get the show going. Let me check my device here again and monitor it from Facebook. Let me see. What are we live on Facebook? Okay, I think so. Yeah. Monitor it from Facebook. Let me see. What are we live on Facebook? Okay, I think so. Yeah. All right, so we are live. Okay, so yes, we are. Okay. All right, good. Let's look good. Okay. 1 2 1 2. Check the mic. Mic check. 1 2. Mic check. 1 2. All right, good. Let's look good. Okay. 1 2. Mic 2 1 2. Check the mic. Mic check. 1 2. Mic check. 1 2. All right, guys. Let's share the link. I'll be right back. Let me get my music here. Let me see. They're lie. They're trying to make us not to complete the show here today. They lie. We will complete the show. We're telling the people, we're educating the people. They interrupted the show. Yeah. Yeah, they won't gonna do the what. We're talking anyway. I will talk it. That's what I want to say. I will talk it. That's what I want right now. I will talk it.
Josh, we are. Why say 6 billion go? Why 25 million? Don't be provide money for Liberian people, yeah? We suffering too much.
Yeah, green. People are suffering too much. Stop stopping the video. We have to tell the people. Our people are suffering. Where are $90,000? Where you put
no
it?
food to eat. No country get a young get time for it. What you steal people money? We will talk it. Every post I will talk it. We will talk it. Yeah, can call we will talk it. We will talk it. Darren Delon will talk it. We will talk it. Prophet Key will talk it.
Prophet Key, force of the forceless.
You talk it, papi. We will talk it. No food to eat. We will talk it. Make you me crying. We will talk it. You are reclaiming of. We will talk it. Echo reprehab. We will talk it. That's a travel crying. We will talk it. Gasoline pre off. We will talk it. Echo water. La $10. We will talk it. Black place be la $10. Blue place be la $20. One cup of red la $50. Country get here, very high. Everywhere you go, they say la propo. Anything you cash, they say la propo. More people dying, more people suffering. No good hospital. Liberia dirty, government not get on. They not get on. Government not get on. They not get on. I was 16 billion. What play go? I was 25 million. That what play go? For country giant, to country road. For country giant, to country road. Government and level down. Government and fool us. Government and level down. Government and betray us. Government and fool us. Country everybody complaining. Pimpin' rider complaining. Shoe shambo complaining. Make umi complaining. Schooling complaining. Old people complaining. Lazy people complaining. Taxi driver complaining. Keke rider complaining. They see people are vote for you. They see people suffering. They see people are vote for you. They see people crying. They see people are vote for you. They see people suffering. They see people are vote for you. They see people crying. Every day Amanda. Every day I wait do. Every day Amanda. Every day I wait do. You're causing us in a city. Why people suffering? Why people dying? Government not get on. They not get on. Government not get on. They not get on. We will talk it. And when Kosa will talk it. We will talk it. Yeah, Kolwa will talk it. We will talk it. Tara Delon will talk it. We will talk it. Prophet Key will talk it. Country no food to eat. Country government just sitting, paying the horses. Why all people suffering? See, Agbekugbe government, carrying all the day. Agbekugbe government, suffering all the day. Agbekugbe government, carrying on slowly. Agbekugbe government. That's 3C government, carrying on. That's 3C government. Suffering that's 3C government. Carrying on slowly, that's 3C government. You are reclaiming, one thing I know. We want peace, you stop the steering. We need peace, you stop the building. We want peace, control the rate. We need peace, you clean the city. We want peace, 3C government. They are all for fun. Government get la. Judge, we are government.
Range your government, it's all the la, that fun. Yeah, people are suffering, Mr. Geo and team, the fighting in America. Yeah. Are we talking, what are you lucky or not? Are we talking?
So criminal. You don't know your function. As a president, where are the job? Where are the school? Where are the...
Green, where are the school? Where are the hospitals? And you're building palaver huts and people are hungry in Liberia. Doc, Saya Pode, esoteric, I'm the medicine for all the people that want to suppress the people. They got the regular tyrants, right? Like Charles Taylor, like Hitler, those people, they are the real tyrant. They take guns and kill their people. Then they get the other tyrants on the other side, they call them economic tyrants. They suppress the people economically. And they hear the fighting 24/7. I will talk it. Come on, play music.
Salary, no more pay. You say teach for hope, now nothing for death. Hey go, my love, you're sorry. They make out to four for nothing. Now no function. You not even know 11 red. The CC government. We will talk it. And when Kosa will talk it.
Dark Side Pode will talking. Okay, guys, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. With Esoteric, we're sorry for the technical problem over there. I don't know what happened on Facebook. All of a sudden, they showed a shout out, but it was still playing on YouTube. But we have to restart. So far, so good. I think things everything looks good right now. I'm monitoring it from my other device. Welcome back. We want to start from where we had a technical issue. All right, we're going to start from that point. We were talking about earlier on. Let me see here. This one right here. All right, Mr. Geleo, the former president of our union, wrote a post. Okay, this man right here. When he left Philadelphia after the burial of our national vice president, the guy who served on a green, but he resigned because of the bad practices of green and the poor governing style of green. So he left. He said, "I'm not going to be with you." And so Green came here to Bluff, and when he came here, he went to the church. The first day, the second day, that was it. He didn't go to the family to sympathize. He didn't go to the repast. He didn't go to the cemetery. Right after the church, he finished making a speech. You call it, man, revolutionary, strong man, potent vice president. After that, he went to Priscilla Tabedo's house, and they were dancing and drinking liquor. I mean, I was like, is that what the guy came for? But anyway, the man, when he left 1 year, he went back to Minnesota. Yes, this is what Green wrote. He wrote this. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Let me see. So, Mr. Geleo, to respond, Mr. Geleo, he said he will respond to Lisa Farley, Samuel Shekpeh, Sophia Kape, and all those that have been engaging into character assassination, bullying people, insulting people, etc., etc. All right, Mr. Geleo said you want to respond to those people. Okay, you will respond. And so it's about time after several years, after sitting and watching the show and say, you know what, these guys, it is time for me to respond to them now. Okay, so I got to, because it's not right. You see, William Cullen Bryant once said, truth crushed to earth will rise again. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. Mr. Geleo was watching the truth being suffocated by his supporters. But he said, you know what? I will watch. Now the truth is resurrecting. And so he is coming out and saying things, confessing, and saying, you know what? It is about time for me to respond to my publicity man who is on Facebook and cussing people out. To my board of director, Lisa Farley, who has been cussing people out. I got to respond to them. So Mr. Geleo wrote this. I'm going to share that with you again, and so that we can go to the next thing. This is what the former president wrote. Hopefully my audio is good on Facebook. And so that we can go to the next thing. All right, it's good. It's great here. All right, so this is what the man wrote. Let me go to the document, share. All right, we got back there. Here's the document. And that's what I was explaining. The post from the former president. Let me make it smaller so you can see everything at the top. His name is on it over here. You can see it. That's the man's name right here. All right, let me highlight it, make it bigger. All right, let me see the crew. You know, like Jesus is the disciples, right? Everybody have men, you know, Sennay Mary Magdalene can be in the base. You know what I'm saying? So Lisa Farley is the Mary Magdalene. All right, now. So let me come back to that what the man wrote. So the man said, I think I'll stop it at that level. So Mr. Geleo wrote, like I was explaining, even though the grammar, everything messed up, but hey, I'm looking at the message that was conveyed. No, I don't have too much time for the grammar, but I think it's important to, you know, like you cook it, right? If you don't put the seasoning in the soup, I mean, properly, or to the point of equilibrium, you know, then the soup will not taste good. You know, so it's the same thing with writing or talking. When you are speaking a particular language and you don't use the proper grammatical construction, then you have issue. Then you are like you cooking the soup, and maybe you don't put you put more salt or you put less. I mean, it has to be at a certain point where the food will be, when you taste it, it will be, yes, this is good. All right. So now, so Geleo wrote, there are some. He said there are some, right? Some who enjoys. Okay. So you put plenty pepper in the soup over there, right there. Right there, plenty pepper in the soup. There are some who enjoys. No, it's not enjoys. It's enjoy. Okay, Mr. President. Again, I'm calling you president. I'm speaking. I want to, for purposes of contraction. You know, instead of saying former president, national president, I just say president. But I will try my best to say former, so that confusion will not be created. So the former president said, there are some who enjoys these moments of insults. Again, the question is, who are those that enjoy? Because that Sayopo, there cannot be some. One man cannot be some. We are not doing logic here. Only in logic, we can say some, okay? Because in logic, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into that right now, but out of the bracket of logic, you can refer to one person as some, okay? So, Green Code Geleo, publicity man, he board member, he got Sophia Cape, Dave Curry, his vice president. Those are the people he calls some. So because they are not one, they are a group of people, so they are some. So there are some, because again, the man is speaking strategically. He is speaking diplomatically. He doesn't want to call name. You know, he puts all our name call it. So, you know, he said, I'll say, there are some who enjoys, all right? It's called decapitation of the English language. It's also called grammatical suicide. That's what the president he has committed here, all right? I'll call the superintendent later on. The city mayor calling me. I'll call you back. There are some who enjoys the moments of insults. Okay, who are those? Samuel Shekpeh enjoys it. Lisa Farley enjoys it. Sophia Kappa enjoys it. And the list goes on. Those are people that enjoy insulting people. My man, Jara doesn't enjoy it, but it's because of the fact that Green Kodio refused to control his followers. So Jara said, now one man born, now one man or one woman born cursing child. I will curse too. So everybody will be cursing. But my own, I will not curse women. I will curse all the people, Green and supporter them, and all that will curse them. I will lead the women out. All right. But whereas Green supported him, publicity, man, imagine the spokesperson of Green, you on Facebook cursing people 24/7. A board member, these are fathers on Facebook cursing elders and all those things. So Green said there are some who enjoys these moments of insults on others. Bullying. Who does the bullying? Is Green himself and his supporters. The bully people, the thing they could bully us for us to leave the $90,000 and say, no, we can't allow you to bully us, sir. You would vomit that money by all means legally necessary. All right? You will vomit that money. So you can bully us and tell us the lion is in the cage, the hurricane is coming, roll all your sleeves, you know, what you call it, 0-degree tolerance and all those things. That bully language will not bully us. We're going to stand the coast and legally you will be disarmed. Okay? And so Green has been bullying us. And that's what our people back home, we approve through our board of directors, $10,000, and the man refused to feed our people. And you're bullying us there. The lion is in the cage. The hurricane is coming to wipe you away. But he telling somebody, people bullying. Okay, so he referring to himself and his followers. Then he said bullying and a smaller dozens. What? A smaller dozens of characters, assassinations. Damn it. As far as Green, we enjoy the S's in the communication. The man, you're throwing the S's all over the place. S. You say some, then you say enjoys. Then you say smaller dozens of characters, assassinations. What kind of thing you're embarrassing us, sir? Again, like I said earlier, send when you want to put it out, send it to Mr. Andrew Sua. He writes good English. Or if you send it to the elder, what you see him, maybe you put it English in proper alignment, then you can post it. But you are still our former president. So your language, your English should be good. You know what I'm saying? When you put this on out there, let that thing represent us. Okay? So character assassinations, but each of them, listen, the man said each of them will be met with a response. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So the man had Samuel Shekpeh, who has been insulting people and inciting, character assassination. He will say, you know, ESOTERIC ate our money, and then he turn around and say, ESOTERIC has now been exonerated. The next man who has our money is the great progressive Deacon Carlor. Then you go to the next one, you leave that. The man is just all over the place and attacking people. Okay? Lisa will insult the elders, you know, Brother John Blanc, and the list goes on. They will insult the dead father of Francis Clark Myers. They will insult the woman herself. They will go on and on. Let me see here. Hello? 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 Oh, no. All right, so yeah, the city mayor of Biddable Creek calling. I don't know whether she was calling to say something, but then when I pick her, she's not talking. All right. So bullying is smaller. So the man say each of these people, the likes of Samuel Shekpeh, the likes of Lisa Farley, the likes of Powlue Carlor, those people that are being insulting and bullying people and doing character assassination. All right. There will be, you respond to them. Oh man, let me see. Hello? Yeah, my daughter, I'm on the show. You want to say something? Yeah, I'm on the show. You want to say something? Hello?
No, I saw your call. I
No, I'm on the show. I think it was by mistake. Okay, all right. All right, guys. Sorry about that. She been calling me. I thought she wanted to say something back to back. Let me make sure that if everything is okay for your end, let me know. Sorry about that. She been calling me. All right, so I think it looks good here. All right, so the man said, I read it, there are some who enjoys these moments of insults on others, bullying a smaller dozens of characters, assassinations, bullying, and a smaller dozens of characters, assassinations, but each of them will be met with a response. Be strong, folks, and God bless USA. Okay, now Green Code Geo. So Green said he about 500. You will respond to each of them, meaning the guys on the last talk show. There are many of them on that show that are insulting people. And so he said he will, they have been insulting and bullying people. So he said he will respond to each of them. Okay? Because Dark Sayopo that does not insult. All I do is to give the evidence. All right? I share the evidence. I share the main record with the people. And that's the only thing I do. I share your record. So, for example, when I call you a criminal, then I give evidence why I call you a criminal. For example, I can say Milton Teahjay is a criminal. Why? He stole Patricia from a car. So that's a criminal right there. I prove it, and the car is right in front of you too. I can tell you why Milton Teahjay also a criminal. Why? Because you are declared guilty for corruption. You squander our county money. Okay? So I call you a criminal. I call you a criminal also because he sponsored a bill to make rape the law of the land. And so I gave you evidence why I call people certain names. So the same thing I said, Green Code Geo is a criminal. I said that. And I'm not denying it. Why? Why did I call Green Code Geo criminal? I've been showing you the evidence over and over. Where in the world you will see a leader will get angry and go take people's property because he's angry. You are in charge. You are called a leader because of the people mandate. The people say, right now, Judge Weah is in charge of Liberia. Joe Biden is in charge of the United States, the people property, the resources, because the people voted for him. And so you needed to have gone to next election if you want to remain in power. You declared to go, but you took the people money. Before you even took the money, we gave you money again to feed our people. You didn't feed them. You start going in the account and taking money and dishing it out to your family member and your friends. We'll give you scholarship. To give 12 students scholarship, you reduce it to 6. The 6 students, you did not still give them scholarship. What did you do with the money? You don't know. So you're a criminal. You don't leave. You didn't stop there. You went on and told $7,236.28. Even though they say don't take the money, you still took that money. Who are you? Are you an honorable person? Are you a celebrity? Yes, you are a celebrity, but what kind of celebrity are you? A criminal celebrity. Yes. You didn't stop there. You went and took $90,000. How should I call you? You're a criminal. You took $2,500. How should I call you? You're a criminal. Okay? And so that's how I use my words. I don't just go ahead. When I call Darius criminal, what do? I call you a criminal because there's something they call aiding and abetting crimes. Okay? And so Green, this guy is the one on the account. He's the treasurer. Okay? Yeah, he is the one that went to the bank and withdrew the money. How do I know? The slip is right here. And his name and everything on it. So I call you a criminal. If you go in group account and nobody asks you to do so, you have authority that's supposed to give you the instruction to go and get the money. And you bypass the people say don't do it. You still took the money. Okay? The people did not give you instruction. You still go there and take money. Who are you? You're a criminal. And so that's how I use these words. Okay? That's how I use these words. I don't just put words around and call people names. Otika is also on the account. They are calling criminal as well. Why do I call him a criminal? It's because he's the financial secretary. And everything that Green has been doing, everything that Darius did, he hasn't denounced everything. He's supporting Green. I will play the tape where he on right now in Philadelphia when they came here and they making all the weird argument and all of that. The man is in support. He's the financial secretary. His name on the account. Darius name, this guy, Darius name is on the account too. Darius and Green. The three of them that the name were on the account at the time, and the money vanished from the account. And you don't want me to call who you are? And a vice president, Dave Kuri. He also, I call you a criminal. Why I call you criminal? I'll show all the documents to you. The man went in our local account. He was the former, I mean, he's still claiming that title anyway. He was the interim president for the Iowa chapter. He said the money not for us, but he put the money in a local chapter account. It's $45,900. He put the money in the account. And he's saying the money not for us, he's sending it in different account. Sending it to Anthony Toy, sending it to the president account, and doing all those things. And so that's what I call them criminal. So people, you can't call me in the case that is not called character assassination. This is called stating the fact, stating the truth. I don't just go like all the people. So Green called you, and whoever supporting it, they want to be. Green is saying, I'm going to be going after Samuel Shekpeh. I will respond to Lisa Farley. Those people that are bully people, that insult people, they assassinate people's character. I will respond to them. Because anything they say, they just call people names. They don't produce evidence to support their case. That is not the case with me. And so Green cannot attack me. When Green even respond to me, the man will be like, you're coming from, like fire burning your finger, right? And then you want jump in the conflagration. You know, a conflagration is a big fire where a lot of things are blazing on fire. That's a conflict. So when the man respond to that, the man will be jumping from fire burning a finger to into a conflagration, a huge fire. That's what you'll be doing. So he's not even talking to me because I did not assassinate Green character. Everything that I say about Green, nothing can be refuted. Nothing. Because I gave you the evidence. Okay. So that's it. Green we are looking out there. You say you respond to each of them. The assassinated a character and people that have been insulting people in the community, that have been bullying people. You respond to each. That's why he said, that's why it won't even roll here. That's what I'm saying. Even though the grammar is horrible, there are some who enjoys these moments of insults on others, bullying, and a smaller dozens of characters assassinations. But each of them will be met with a response. Be strong, folks, and God bless USA. Which kind of God are you talking about here? The God of Green Code Geleo that divided us. The God of Green Code Geleo that took $2,500 without board approval. The God of Green Code Geleo that took $7,000 without board approval. The God of Green Code Geleo that took $50,000 without board approval. The God of Green Code Geleo that took $40,000 without board approval. The God of Green Code Geleo that denied student scholarship. The God of Green Code Geleo that denied people $10,000 full money. Which one? So the man said, God will bless you. That is bad God. All right, guys, let's go to the next thing here. Let's go to the next talking point. I'm here to free you from yourselves. Because yourselves are the problem to your success. You're holding yourself hostage. I don't know why you're calling yourself USAA. I don't understand that too myself. They say they were National Sarpo Association, or what they call themselves, but I don't know why they're still using USA. But hey, that's the whole thing. The 501c3 is not in our possession, it's in our possession. I don't know what they're calling themselves, but the court will decide that one. I'm glad that the money, the $90,000, is now in escrow. Okay, we put in escrow already. The lawyer, is Somalian lawyer, signed the paper. Our lawyer signed it. He was demanding. Oh, I get $90,000. I took almost $200,000. I managed to leave $2,000. And the new administration came and they say, because I seen it too much, so they took that money and put it in a different account. And so they invest to invest. Let it bring out $2,000 too. I'll bring out $90,000. Okay, so the lawyer signed up. And for all we didn't steal, nobody stole money. The new administration elected the same way Obaku When Green came over, took over, Obako turned everything to him. He refused to turn things over to us. And so the General Assembly said, do everything to secure our assets, to retrieve our assets, to protect our assets. And so we wrote a communication. He did not reply. He did not acknowledge. And it's supposed to say, okay, that's the first step you should take. If no response from him, then you go to the next step. So we talked to the executive, the members, the people that would be on the account. They went to the bank to add their name there. They found out that Green only left $2,000 there. That the $2,000 Green still fighting for. All the plenty money he ate. He just said, you know why you take that $2,000? Because Francis said, since you refuse to give people our children's scholarship, let me use that $2,000 to give some students scholarship. The man said, no. We'll fight over the $2,000 too. You are not giving it to our children. Nobody. We'll fight over it. We will fight over it. Let me see here somebody calling here. Hello? Hello?
Yes, how are you?
Mr. Panton, I'm on the show. You got something to say?
No, I just saw your text message, and so...
Okay, I'll call you back when I get off the show.
Okay.
All right. All right, that's my guest here. We'll be on the platform pretty soon. So you're calling for doing a follow-up. All right? So that's it, guys. The little money now, the $2,000 Madam Francis Clark Myers wanted to use to either get student scholarship or put some medication in the hospitals over there. Grace said, you know what? My Somalian lawyer, tell the people too, let them bring that $2,000 I left in the account. I want all the money. All right? You got $90,000, you're still fighting over $2,000. Something should not be done for the people. All right, so that's it. All right? The man said you respond to Samuel Shekpeh and those people that are insulting people. All right? All right, now let's switch to something else. This one too is coming from the factual room, right? It's coming from the factual room, and it's a breaking news. So I will share you a breaking news again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of the Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dark Sarpo the Esoteric, coming to you from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, and these United States of America. All right, so this one I call the canard. That's an offensive word. The canard of Slabe Sennay against Sarpo there. Actually, I put Madison over there, but anyway, that's the same thing. The canard, you know, canard is nothing but a offensive way of saying lie. You know, you falsely accuse somebody, okay? You engage into what to you Green was character assassination, right? Canard is another word. You kind of make a good person, you put false allegation just to ruin a pristine man. You see, I'm wearing a clean white shirt, right? You know, I'm not saying only white clean now. But that Sarpo there is the cleanest man in our union. He is the one that is trying to liberate our community, Sinoe County included. Okay? But no, these guys, they want us to be at the same point. And so anytime you want to fight the ills in our society, then they start to brand you. It's everywhere though. Because I can remember courtesy of history, the great civil rights account, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., when you are fighting against discrimination and everything else in the U.S., there were people that were calling names. Also agitator, rabble rouser. I mean, they're calling all sorts of names. Gandhi was called different names. Rebel, the great Kwame Nkrumah were called different names. The great Thomas Sankara were called different names. When you are doing the right thing, they will brand you. They will call you all sorts of names. And so Slabe Sennay, the project man for Green Code Geleo, is now attacking that. But before we go to that, before I share the content, the message of Slabe Sennay with you, let me play this song because that's what exactly it is. That's what exactly the man is about to do here.
Hey, beat man, just bring some beats. I say dale koto, dale koto, I say dale koto.
What you're about to hear right now, that liquor talk, okay? That liquor talk. That why you, so when you are at the liquor table, that why you say that liquor talk coming to you right now. So I must play this.
Dale koto, I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, I say dale koto, Bangele by your head.
All that thing they're doing, so far gonna me buy a head that liquor talk, that all that's also liquor, that real thing, that liquor talk.
Taking you with me to Dubai, I say.
With me to Dubai, that liquor talk, the man just giving lecture, that on the liquor table, that liquor talk.
I'll take you to the moon, yeah.
I will take you to the moon.
I want to see your Oma.
So talk, that lecture, that liquor talk, you fall for that thing, you finish.
I want to see your baby. That's what I I'm talking so. You will figure out. That's so talk. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. Give me your number, I will call you.
Now, liquor talk, give me a number, I'll call you. Don't believe that.
I will take you to the warehouse, see Obama.
I will take you to the warehouse to see Obama. Now, liquor talk.
Frank, I'll give you Eddie. And you will change it into US. That's also Lala, I'm talking.
That's also Lala with a liquor talking.
That's also King you, yeah.
That's also King you talking.
That's also Pawan, yeah.
One talking.
When I drink it, I just be talking.
When I drink it, I'll just be talking. I'll be attacking group people. That's how you put it. The liberator of the people. The man that was ordained by the elders and the ancestor to free our people. The people time they're attacking it.
So mistake. I just be making, but I lick up. I'm talking so you will figure out. That's also talk.
They will figure out. That's also liquor talk.
I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto.
All right, so let's get to Slabe Sennay, okay? So the guys were at the liquor table, and so what coming right now is liquor talk, okay? And so they're attacking that Sayopo, the esoteric, understood by the chosen few. How can you do that? You can be at the liquor table and you're talking about that Sayopo, and you want me to take that seriously? No, we talk business, we talk major thing when we are sober, you know? That's how we know that the person is talking fast, you know, but you know, some Slabe Sennay, this guy right here, he's the bold man for Green Code Geleo, right? And so when before the people, he had to impress them. And so he'll be speaking on the people. Green will be exonerated. When we exonerate Green, that's how you put there, will be arrested and you'll be taken to jail. All those that have been engaged in capital decapitation, the likes of Andusua, his character have been severed. And we make sure arrest that Sayopo there after Green shall have been acquitted. You know, he's speaking all the big words, then funny. Then the people say, yeah, so this is no book. The man knows book. That man, that small boy that man knows. So now I look, he had a liquor table, he's talking all those things, you know. A liquor talk. All right. So now let's listen to the book man when he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. The book man of Green Code Geleo, they cannot, okay? C-A-N-A-R-D, canard. It's a new word for you. Check it out. Somebody's having to spoil your record. They want to tarnish you. They want to make you into a boogeyman. They make false allegation against you. They'll listen to Slabe.
They're promising everybody that Madison Fremont should be told that he had enough in this community.
All right. Madison Fremont should be told that he had enough in this community. And what is enough? Madison had? Madison is talking the truth. Madison is exposing the clandestine activities of Slabe and others. Slabe will write, he will tell, I have sleepless nights, and I wrote a constitution, but you know what? I will not follow it. I gave your resolutions in North Dakota, I will not follow those resolutions. Madison Fremont has had enough in the community, and it has to be stopped because the only way will be free. Because we want to do our bad thing. If Madison Fremont is not stopped, our bad things will not continue. We want to do our bad thing, so let's stop Madison Fremont from talking.
Yes. But what we are doing is at a detriment. Yes. We are about to enforce and ensure more laws.
What you're doing is at a detriment. Detriment is harmful in your other word. It's harmful to expose green corruption. No, a bad thing to Slabe. That's a bad thing. It's detrimental.
Our base. This
our base. Okay, listen to the language. Our base. The man is not inclusive. He is exclusive. That's called exclusivity. It's not inclusivity. He's not inclusive. So our base. He got a base, but he's talking about unity. Listen to him.
Community must come together. And whoever is going against the unity and peace of our community must be checked.
Okay. The community should come together. I agree with that part of it. And anybody who is against the unity of our community, that person should be checked. Who is against it? Is Dr. Ayopo against the unity of our community? No, of course. And that's why I went with the union. That's why the General Assembly, we agreed in North Dakota, the next convention should go to Florida and follow suit. All right. And the General Assembly in Florida, they gave me the mandate. They said, be the Alvin Wesseh. Be the Alvin Wesseh. Be the secretary for us so that you can meticulously document everything for us. How is it that Dr. Ayopo there? Madison Fremont will be dividing people, and the wise people in the land, the General Assembly, they will make a man the secretary at the same time. So you can see here, Slabe is this canal, right? You're trying to smear Dr. Ayopo. They're trying to use propaganda. The man is a propagandist, and so they will demonize the good. And look at the bad one to be the saints, okay? Now what
Madison Fremont is a cancer that eats the.
Yeah, Madison Fremont is a cancer that is eating the fabric of our community.
Fabric of our community, he must be stopped.
All right. So what is Dr. Ayopo doing that is eating our community, the fabric? Oh, I should look at the corruption to continue. All right. Now what he's saying, I shouldn't speak about the 45,900 Dekuri, his vice president, the group that he is with. The man I thought 45,000 now, the people loan and put it in our account. He's trying to pour in trouble. No, that the people he with, he is dining and whining with these guys. But he said, we want to check Madison Fremont. What should we do to Slabe? What should we do? The man is dining and whining with a man who did not give our children scholarship. But that Madison Fremont is the problem. He is dining and whining with a man who took $90,000 in 2 days. But Madison Fremont is the problem. Yeah, I mean, these are the record of the man that Slabe is supporting. But Madison Fremont is the problem. These are not my record. Okay? So you can see, it's canard. They're trying to make the good man to look bad. So he can look, he goes before his people because he say, Massa, right? Our base. All right, so he appealing to his base right now. That what Slabe is on here. Listen to him.
The peacemaker community. Thank you. You should stop disseminating falsehood. We are in court.
Okay, so he said, I am disseminating. I mean, that means I'm sending out false information, untrue information. What I just showed you, is that false information? What is said? I mean, the man will say it like he's saying somebody steal, but he can't tell us what the person stole. Slabe is saying Madison Freeman is disseminating false information, but he can't tell us the false information I'm disseminating. What is it? I just gave you the 501c3 that was just restored. Is that false information, or their own president legacy? Is that what you call? I mean, so I don't know what the brother is talking about. It's a devotion, false information. You know what I noticed? Truth hurts. Truth. If you want to make somebody to feel bad, say the truth. It will make the person so angry. It will make the person so uncomfortable, and that's why I've been doing the study in a Green Code Geleo. Green Code Geleo unilaterally declare convention. The Constitution that Slabe say he has sleepless nights, and he wrote. There is no provision in that Constitution that Slabe wrote that says that the president can declare where convention should go. No. He has sleepless nights. And the man he is supporting is going against the document he wrote. But that is okay. That man is not a cancer. The man is not dividing the community. No, it's not. That's how you put it. Who is exposing him? Slabe was the one that when the Attorney General of Minnesota, Key Addison, when they wrote and they say, don't go ahead with the convention. It was Slabe that told the people to let go ahead. Don't listen to that man. I know book. Who is dividing the community? Who is the cancer in the community? It's Slabe. Slabe is the one that divided a united organization that inherited. Him and Green, they inherited a vibrant organization for the former president, Obaku Yuma. And the guys, they divided the organization and they want to switch. They want to flip the script on Das Ayopode. Milton Teahjay flipping the script on me. No, there is no way here you have no evidence. Oh, we got videos there, and you say, I'll show you the evidence. If I call you multiple times, if you think I'm lying, come on the platform, let's debate the issue. You refuse. I said, Boto Jawi, we're willing to, I said that talk to all of them time for the show to start. One day to the time Slabe says, I'm not coming. Not too long ago, I still inviting, as I said, we want unity in the community. What I want you to bring your ideas, give me your day when you be available, and say, I'll call you. Up to now, he hasn't called me. But Dax Ayopo there is the one that breaking the community apart. All right? So these are things the guys do. They go in the corner. I asked Slabe the other day, right in front of me, right before the microphone, to explain the Constitution to her. He doesn't want to do it, but he will go in the corner. He will go in the corner. The vice president, he said he wants a united organization. The vice president, former vice president, the man that served on Green Code Geleo, he passed away. They went to the funeral in the church. They didn't go to the burial. They didn't go sympathize with the family. They didn't go to the repast. They went to Frederick Capital Place just to gossip about Das Ayopode. Just to talk about Das Ayopode. That's how powerful Das Ayopode is. That's how, to the extent where these guys will leave the important man, the second man in the Green Code Geleo's administration. They will lead the man death activity. That what Green flew from Minnesota for, according to him, to come and celebrate the homegoing of the former vice president. He was calling him a revolutionary, a potent vice president, a sagacious vice president. The man finished saying all that thing. Then they went to Priscilla Tabade Dople on the liquor table, and they're talking about the crowned king of the elders. He want to spoil my character. That is not going to work. You can't flip. I will not be quiet until you guys do the right things. Like, isn't it? Lucky or not, the only thing I learned about the brother, I mean, maybe join your system, but when we'll see, he cool, we professional, we talk to each other, nice. I mean, that's it. But the man will come, show one face and go on the other side and do different things. This is one of the glue beyond Green, or one of the glues, I should say, one of the glues beyond Green that put in the community in another direction. Yeah, these are the people that put in Green because Green is a marionette, he's a puppet. And so these are probably Sennay is the puppet master and controlling the puppet. All right, that's the man. And so they want to flip the script. I mean, listen to him, listen.
And we believe, I say we believe, in the end, President Geleo, Darius Moen,
Will prevail.
and President Geleo, Darius Moen, and Otika will be vindicated.
Will prevail.
Okay, that's everything. Both men now. When you listen to him, the man say, I believe, right? I believe. Believe is, and he say, I know. Okay? I believe that Slabe's perception. When you believe something, in philosophy, let me do a little philosophy 101 here. In philosophy, we got three, just to condense a little bit, got three branches. You got ethics, you got epistemology, and you got ontology, if you like. Different branches anyway. But metaphysics, ontology is metaphysics. So ontology is the study of being, meaning it's the study of what exists. So, for example, when you believe in boogeyman, it is on your ontological list. If you believe in dragon, if you believe in blue human beings existing somewhere, it is part of your ontological agenda. So, Slabe believes that it's part of his ontology. He doesn't know, because when you know, you get the fact, you get the evidence. So Slabe say, I believe. Just the same way Christians believe that Jesus will come and carry them to heaven. Okay? They will come free him. So Slabe say, I believe. At the end of the day, Darius Moen, Green Code, Geleo, and the likes, they will be exonerated. Exonerated means they will be set free. They will be set free. Who here believes that? So this is what they call false hope. The one he gave it, you got to console the people now. The people know they got nothing to hang on, and so their bookmen got to console them and say, you know what? At the end of the day, with all the money we stole, denying people full money, going in their account, taking $90,000. At the end of the day, those that stole the money, they will be exonerated. I don't know what kind of abracadabra the guy will perform. I want to see that. I want to see how this guy who challenged the Attorney General of a state, and the people are still investigating, they will go from this. I will see. So that Slabe believe they're hanging on right now. Is that fact? Is his belief?
Yeah.
And before the man said, oh, Slabe's, Green Code, Geleo, and the likes, and they will be said that, you know who said you'll be free for it? That the same couldn't marry man when you talk about in the vex. He left. We had a funeral the other time, and he was crying, emotional. When Green came down, he left that whole play and go follow the man to present that play. He's the journalist for them. You see? So I don't like fake people. I don't like it. You have to be authentic. Don't be two-faced. Today you here, the next day you over there, and you go there and prison. Listen to all the people. I pay attention to this thing, and when I say it, and it's, it may not respect. No, I respect people. But don't be playing a double games. You can't, you cry, whoa, and time for the meeting, and then you somewhere, you're walking beyond Green Code. Who ate the people money? And you say you care for the people.
Yes.
And in the end, let me tell you something. In the end, all those that introduce lawsuit in this community, mark me. Those who think the assassinated character of Darius Moen, Green Geleo, and Otika Swan, he will never go free.
Okay, the man said, all those who introduce lawsuit, so in this community, they will not go free. All those that introduce lawsuit. What Slabe is saying, in other words, lawsuit is a bad thing. When somebody does wrong, maybe we should stay and be knocking each other with it. Slabe is saying, court, where we adjudicate, where we settle disputes. Going there is a bad thing. Because the man wants the people to go with impunity. He wants the people to eat the people money and go free. So he said, all those that introduce lawsuit in our community, they will not go free. Lawsuit are bad thing. It's terrible. Why you take Green Court Geleo to court when you took the people $90,000? So all those that took Geleo to court, they will not go free. Okay. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? The whole community, they beg this guy over and over and over. The elders beg that guy over and over. They both bend down to Green over and over. The Osa community, the James Yibote, then they came through. Kai Farley, then the superintendent from Grand General, they came through. I mean, Fred Guion, then they came through. The guy did not listen to anybody. But the guy said, you know what? Why you go to court? The man is not listening to anybody. You guys are pushing consistently in a negative direction, and he's not listening. He's telling you a hurricane is coming for you. The lion is in the cage. Don't come close, I will bite you. I will eat you raw. Roll all your sleeves. And the man said, you know what? Why you take that man to court? The man took all that money from the account. But Slabe said, all those that introduce lawsuit will not go free. Okay, Slabe said, those that stole too, they should go free. Your cousin should go free because he's your cousin. He took people money. Those are on Facebook that Green told that they assassinating people character, then you go after Samuel Shekpeh. The man list name is not on any list when it comes to contribution. But he took the money and they are supporting the wanted people money, and they took the man to court, and he said, you know what? All those that took people to court, they will not go free in the community. Okay, sir. If you have counter evidence against them, go to court too. Or I don't know how you want to do it when you say they will not go free. Now listen to Slabe. Other people that polarize in the community and they want to point finger at other people. How we say that you telling, oh, you wrote a document, you had sleepless nights writing a document to guide us in the community. Then the next day you say, you know what, that document is flawed. It's faulty. It had a lot of issues. Okay, what does that say about you, sir? You wrote a paper, you wrote a document, we are going by it, and you say, you know what, the document is flawed. That means you are flawed. That's what you are telling you in other words. I have a problem. The paper I gave you is not correct. Okay, sir. In the meanwhile, before we correct, let's follow what in the first. We can brush it yourself. We'll get the place where we can make correction to document. Then get to that place they call the convention. Then we can make the correction. The flaws that you put in there, we can correct the flaws. But you can't jump or you can't break the document aside because you want your family member to take the money, and people taking the court and say, all those that told people to court, they will not go free. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, let's
and Andrew Suwa, they will not go free. We have all documented videos and everything. Yeah.
They got documents, they got videos, everything. Although they will not go free. Yes. For taking people to court, for doing the right thing. Going to court to Slabe is a bad thing. No. Anytime you take somebody steals your thing, when tell you store our money in Sinoe County and they took into court in a world, Slabe is a bad thing. That's a bad thing over there. Don't take somebody to court when the person is wrong. When the person is suppressing you, don't take that person. Don't watch the person. Remain under the yoke. Yes. I think that the king said something he said. The oppressor will not voluntarily free the oppressor. The oppressed must demand it. You must fight for your own freedom. When you are oppressed, the one that is on top will want to stay there. They don't want to leave you. They will oppress. They will put their knee on your neck. That's the way they did to Floyd. So the guys they want to keep their knees on the neck of our people so that they can continue in poverty. And so he said, those that introduce lawsuit in the community, they will not go. The reason is they want to keep their knees on our necks. They don't want our children to go to school because they got the degrees. Yeah, so we get us money. He's the project man. He's the project man for Great Geleo. You get him money to strategize, put something in place so our children to get scholarship at least 12. The first time when he got to power, time they will get at least 12 students were at least associate or whatever the associate degree. They would have graduated by now. But Slabe would put a rhetoric in. All that communication is all Slabe. bully language in it. But you turn around and say, oh, don't sue. Suing is a bad thing. But I still don't get it, guys. Maybe you guys can explain it to me. Going to court is a bad thing. In the world, let me say it's bad. But for me, it's not bad.
Sorry to interrupt you. You said nobody will not go free. But so we're talking about brothership.
Yeah,
Maybe from the other side, the poor may not respect your brothership.
Yeah,
because you yourself too.
I prepare. I do. I'm on the web. I'm on the international web, right?
Yeah.
There's one thing to say. Why is happening? Your organization is on the issue that is voted on constitutionality.
Yeah.
They are saying they are right. They have the constitutional right to remove the president.
And nobody said that. You see that how they can make us last. Nobody has said, the board of directors never said they had a right constitutional to remove it. Nobody said that. And so that what Slabe they do, and when people call them liars and they say I don't want using harsh language, harsh language. Nobody, there is nowhere it is written that somebody said the board of directors said they have the constitutional right to fire a president. No, Green was not even fired, as a matter of fact. It is one thing to remind somebody when they are doing something bad. It is another thing to say you are no longer needed here. When you are doing something bad, you have something for a group of people. They put things in place and say you are in charge. And you are squandering that thing or those things. Do you want the people to fold their hands and just keep watching you? Who does that? Do you? Do you want the people to sit back and just keep watching you, to squander the resources? And they shouldn't say anything? When they say anything because you have your name is on the account, you go wipe the account. And you say they fire Green. See, these are the lies. This is what Slabe have been pumping in the people's heads over there because he knows big book. So you're saying this borders on constitutionality. It is not constitutional here, brother. Taking money from the account, going in the account. The Constitution is clear on that part. What you wrote. Slabe yourself, you said, in North Dakota, 2019, you wrote in elementary language. You said, before a dime is taken from the USAA account, the executive should send a voucher to the board of directors, and that voucher should be approved within 2 weeks. If that voucher is not approved within that time frame, that amount is considered automatically approved. Green Geleo send a voucher to the board. The same hour, the same day, the same month. The board replied. The same hour. He sent a voucher 4 p.m. They replied 4:56 or 54 p.m. the same day. Green still went in the account. And Slabe did not say, no, Green, that's a constitutional infraction. What I wrote, you are going against it. But you're supporting Green. And he coming, he telling us, you know what? This thing is constitutional stuff. There is no ambiguity when it comes to how money should be taken from the account. There is no ambiguity in the Constitution that Slabe said he has sleepless nights writing. There is no ambiguity when it comes to tenure office. Slabe wrote clearly that the president has 3 years, the board of directors they have 4 years, but the board can remain in power until their successors are elected. Okay, and I thought that was a fun thinking over there, because they will have a time in the middle of the battle, for example, we will have issues. So in such a situation where we can't have election, then a group of people should remain in power, which I thought was very thoughtful. But that brilliant idea of Samuel Shekpeh, he going against it because of nepotism, favoritism, what I call familiocracy, for family government. And so everything that Shekpeh has sleep at night for, he dashed that in the hole just to support a family man. Come on, people. Straighten up your back for once. When your family is wrong, tell that person. And that's why Dax you put there. My uncle was wrong. I told you. You're wrong, sir. You guys should not have taken that $30,000. I wrote an article against my own uncle. And I did a show on that to tell you that it's wrong. Slabe Sennay does not have the testicular, the moral rectitude to tell Green Codio what he's doing is wrong. And so his mother operandi is to divide the community, put us in the polar opposite direction so that they can sit on the money. And people are sick back home. Children are grappling with kwashiorkor in Liberia. And Slabe Sennay here is speaking on a big book. And think that you are damaging your own record, brother. And one day the people will refer to a great man, Dag Sayapota, who was ordained by the elders, who fought for the people, for the right thing. And that's what I'm doing here. I will not cease. If you think Dag Sayapota will keep quiet, I will keep building that network and will fight you guys everywhere. Those of you that want to do the bad things. And we'll support those that are doing the right thing. We are not quitting because quitters don't win. I am not a quitter. And so y'all can go and preach your fundamental foundational propaganda against that. That is not going to subjugate me, because when you have a solid foundation, properly built foundation, they can't do nothing to you. So my foundation was built on the wisdom of our ancestors, the elders. So it's like you're saying you're strong and you go harm your parent. Can you harm your parent? When you do that, you're finished with yourself already, because your parents are your foundation. And so when you move the like you're standing on the ground on a stake and you're breaking it, you go on the ground, you fall down. Okay? So what supports you is what you protect. So I'm protecting what the elder said. He said, we are the baboons of the Sarpo nation, of Sinoe County. And so protect the foundation. There are certain people that want to damage the foundation so that everybody will go down. And don't allow those people that are your put there. Establishing one of them.
We are saying no, there is nothing in the Constitution that gives you the right to remove any elected officer.
And nobody did that. Again, I told you that. That's the wrong propaganda. That's the propaganda they're running. Just to polarize the community. Nobody removed Green. Slabe Sennay knows when his brother was elected. 2017 in Durham, North Carolina. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Slabe Sennay says that Green still is the president for the Sarpo people. They asked Green to set an election commission and said no. Corona here, I'm not putting nobody in harm's way. Then after that, you go to Iowa and carry a delegation there to go dance. Then the next day you send Vaja, you want to go to Labrador to dedicate Nessie Corner so they can go dance. What kind of contradiction is that? And you want somebody to come be punk and maybe sitting down for one man to step on your neck, put his knees on your neck. Oh no, Slabe, this cannot wear with that. If you call this putting the community part, it's up to you, sir. That's your opinion. Because you already said you believe.
So if you go beyond that and assassinate the character of Tika Soen or Green Geleo, and that's when you are going up the track.
Yeah.
So we are.
What do you call so what is the character assassination? Unless Slabe Sennay can tell me exactly why he calls character assassination, then we can have that discussion. But you just put in words of words. I mean, that's what they call platitude, right? You just put cliches and banalities, and everyday words. It sound the big, they sound, but they are then used over and over, so there is no freshness to it. We need something. When you say character assassination, give us an example. If somebody took money and you say the person took money and he produced the evidence, is that character assassination? No, it's called telling the truth.
Waiting, at the end of the day, what will come out of the court verdict? If President Geleo is vindicated, or Tika Soen is vindicated, Darius is vindicated, those who damage their character, they will be compared to pay for damages. Market to that.
Okay, so I like the word the father of the man spoke conditionally. He said if. So he didn't say when. So when you say when, that means you are sure. So it's just about time. But the man is speaking probabilistically. If. So if. That's a big if. And they will not be exonerated because the evidence is glaring. It is indubitable. You can't doubt it. So that was Slabe Sennay said, if. It's if. It's probabilistic language, or we call it conditional language. All right, so it's a be if.
All right, Mr. Sennay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Sennay. Lisa Farley. Can you listen to me? And Mr.
Okay, so I just told you a liquor tour, right? So after you finish doing it into a shot, you know, the liquor tour now, they beat you in front of her, in front of him. They get a beat you there, Mary Matolin, Lisa Farley, you know, so they got to show all in front of you now. Yeah, you feeling that you take your shot. Tell me, brother, I thought that business knew better. God said it tough, and you guys are on a local boy here. You just need to get. It was the man's day, and you gotta go sit. You sat somewhere else and drinking liquor, and you're talking all about yama thing. Come on, brother. I got plenty of things to do in the community to teach people to do the right thing. They call proper time to do certain things. I wouldn't have said anything about Slabe taking a shot, how he come to the repast, or how he danced at the repast, because that's what the people organized. They said, this is what will come. It's a light celebration of the men. Let's come here and do this. You know, that occasion is appropriate to that occasion. But when you leave that environment, you go somewhere else, and you are doing different things. You're talking politics. Even though your president said all politics should be suspended for the day, and then you're going on the other side and saying you're talking politics and threatening people. I mean, what are you guys thinking, people? What are you guys thinking? Oh, when Green said all politics should be ceased. Oh, it was maybe for that moment. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. They went to a president's house and go sit down there. And they're drinking liquor, doing all that thing. That was why they were doing all the thing, dancing.
The president, can you listen to me?
What
I'm saying?
Get me clear.
Yeah.
There is now which one? We are saying the composition in the organization is border on constitutionality.
No, it's not. The Constitution is clear, brother. This does not border on constitutionality. No, it is not constitutional. It's just you guys' ego. You're just stubborn. You don't want to do the right thing. You don't want to follow your own document. No, there is no ambiguity with respect to who's supposed to be authority in the organization. No, you start telling people those things, Slabe. No, the Constitution I have in my possession here that I can read every day. It has no problem when it comes to tenure of office. On my copy. Just the thing that wrote for us. The Slabe will can't tell us, oh, the Constitution. No, the document I have in my possession, which I now put, you see, I guess more people than all in it, because I'm reading it every day. There is no problem when it comes to tenure of office, right? In the absence of the General Assembly, the Slabe wrote this new Section 2, powers of the Constitution. In the absence of the General Assembly, all corporate powers shall be exercised by their or on the authority of the board, and the affairs of the United Sarpo Association in Americas shall be managed under the direction of the board. It doesn't executive, except as otherwise provided by that's everything they put these words together. But when the board tells Green what to do, and say, no, I listen to that man. Don't listen to the people. They say, service in a row. Talking about the board. The board shall give approval to the disbursement of funds for the execution of any portion. So the board did not give Green approval to go take $7,000 from the pound, $2,500, $2,000. No, Service never wrote these things in a document, but they will go and say, "Oh, the Constitution has problem." No, the Constitution does not have problem. The board, in addition to the total member, shall comprise of at least two. No, okay, that's not what I want here. They got a lot of things in the main point here. It shall have the power to impeach. That's the General Assembly portion here. And they say, oh, the board removed the president. No, the board did not remove the president. They reminded him. And they say here, Slabe in the row here, there was a dispute between the executive and the board. And Slabe says in the Constitution that when the board and the executive they have issue that they can resolve, they will come to the General Assembly so they can resolve it there. Time to go to the General Assembly service and say, no, I'm going somewhere else. The one that Green declared that we're going to. This is why he wrote it. I'm not the one that wrote it. He told sleepless nights to write this. This is why he wrote. It shall make, you're talking about General Assembly, the title here is General Assembly, okay? Article, that's 12 here. He said, it shall make final and binding decisions on all pending disputes between the board of directors and the National Executive Committee. Now, Slabe wrote this, not me. Not me. Slabe's nation will come to Florida because he agreed 2019 in North Dakota to go to Florida. So if he had issue with the board of directors, Slabe said, let her come before the General Assembly so they can, because they make the final and binding decision. And not Green. Green cannot come stand and say, oh, next convention goes somewhere. And Slabe Sennay following, going against his own words. What he put on paper. Those are the things I'm going to take serious here. No, I will hold you by your own words. So if you want to take me to be the polarizer, you are free to say that. But I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm not. I will tell the people the truth. Why you put on paper? The Constitution has no issue. You guys are the one that have the issue.
You have claims and counterclaims. But if you go beyond to assassinate individual character, it's a different ballgame. Okay. We are waiting.
Okay, but listen to me. Listen to the question. Listen to the comment I want to make now.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Slabe Sennay right there. I mean, you're speaking B-boy in front of the liquor talk. All right, let's play that song again. A liquor talk right there. I just gave you a liquor talk. All right, so let's play liquor talk. Then we'll go to the next thing.
I say that lekoto, I say that lekoto, Mangele me by your head. I take you with me to Dubai. I will take you to the moon. Yeah. I want to see your Oma. I want to see your baby. But I lekoto, I talking so you will figure out. That's also tough.
You will figure out that that's also liquor talk. Slabe Sennay all over there.
I say that lekoto, I say that lekoto, I say that lekoto, give me your number, I will call you. I will take you to the warehouse, see Obama. Franke, I'll give you LD. And you will change it into US. That's also Lala, I'm talking. That's also King you, yeah. That's true, King you talking. That's also Power, yeah. When I drink it, I just be talking. That's also mistake, I just be making. But I lick out the, I'm talking so. You will figure out. That's also tough. I say that lekoto, I say that lekoto.
All right, guys, so that liquor talk. Before I go to the next thing here, let me read a little bit of Slabe's words again. What Slabe put on paper for us. Slabe said here, section 1.10 of the Constitution of the USAA, he said, and that's Article 16 of the Constitution. The board of directors shall take charge of the association in the event that the first three heads of the association, president, vice president, and general assembly, are incapacitated. All right? The guys were constitutionally incapacitated because they were elected 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, their time over 2021. The guys still said they are in power. No. Constitutionally, they were incapacitated. They were outside the bracket of the Constitution. So, but what Slabe Sennay wrote here, it means the board is in charge. The board of directors shall take charge of the association. In the event that the first 3 heads of the association, president, vice president, and the general secretary, are incapacitated. The guys were incapacitated constitutionally. Hence, the board in charge. And so the guy did not even say, you are fired. They are only telling you your time over. All right? What else I want to share with you here? What's Slabe in the pool here? Another one Slabe said. Slabe wrote, all funding, the provision was changed in Florida, by the way, but just something I want to show you, for example. All funding that is 500 or less shall be approved by the national president, or at the local level, the local president shall approve of the amount. That's the provision we had before. When it is $500 or less, then the president can approve it. The man took $7,000, he bought $500, right? Yes. Okay. But that provision was changed. In Florida, in North Dakota, they say, you know what? Before you even take down $1, let the board approve it. Send a voucher to the board. So let me change that. Not me. Then they say all funding requests shall be supported by a budget that must be discussed if at the national level with the National Executive Committee of members and the local with the local executive committee members of the association. Okay, this is very key. Slabe said a national convention to be held in August each year. The date and the host chapter of the national convention shall be determined by the General Assembly, right? It's clear over there. It shall be determined by the General Assembly. I'll read that again. A national convention will be held in August each year. The date and the host chapter of the national convention shall be determined by the General Assembly. Sitting in convention. Green Code Geleo declared convention, and Slabe's name went to it. Going against what he put on paper. And you want me to take it seriously? No. You said people sitting in convention. Slabe sat in convention in Florida, in North Dakota. And he said next convention should go to Florida. And the man, Green Code Geleo, came and made declaration. And went against what he put on paper. He said all elected, that's Slabe wrote Article 20, Article 22 of the Constitution, or tenure of office. That's Slabe wrote this. The tenure of office for all elected and not elected officers shall be as follows. 1.1.2, okay? All elected executive officers, that's a bull. All elected executive officers shall serve the association for a period of 3 years, but not more than 2 consecutive terms. Slabe is clear here, right? All elected executive officers shall serve the association for a period of 3 years, but not more than 2 consecutive terms. Now, what's Slabe told us? Green was elected 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. Slabe said the man stayed in power. He's not following what he put on paper. Yeah, I must buy these things. He put here the board of directors shall serve the association for a period of 4 years. That was Slabe put here too. So I'm tired reading now. I'm tired reading. And he turn around and say, oh, everybody get the same turn. So that's the people here get contradict themselves. They don't want to honor what they put on paper. For once, respect what you tell us, what you put on paper. Respect that, sir. That is the real song for them. So you guys won the quote-unquote election that is backed by legality. Point to one of the many developments you intellectualized yesterday. Look, you guys need to stop discussing one person erroneously and recalibrate as early as possible. Ban a fabulous pays you nothing, but depletes your significance in society. My brother, Lester, at least you understand the issue, then you told us nothing but, I understand the same nepotism, you got some sort of relationship. Gleo's wife is related to your family, so you have to speak to things that you don't understand. But hey, sorry about that, brother. I can't say more to that. We're going back to the state. All right, so now let's go to the next thing here, the last talking point for the day. So, servicing the liquor tour, and I just cut out that whole thing. You saw me now? I didn't question anybody, right? I just told you word for word what he said, and I gave you counter argument to it. I will do the thing. You know, call people cancer in the society, and then, you know, tell the people why the marriage of cancer. Point out something. All right, let's get to this one right here. All right. But before we get to it, too, it's a breaking news as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dr. How put the esoteric understood by the chosen few. All right, so now, this one we call Concerned Citizens, a movement of Samuel Teahjay. Concerned Citizens Movement of Sinoe County Latches, Milton Teahjay. You know, it's not just Dr. How who comes here and speaks against the ills of Milton Teahjay. The ills of Teahjay has the ill, if you want, or ills, that the ills have permeated the entire Sinoe County and by extension the global community. Everybody, with the exception of a minute group of people behind him, those are the people that are still praising him. But the young people, the elders, and everybody else, they are sick of this man. The only thing our people, when it comes to speaking against things, they tend to be taciturn. They don't want to speak. They keep and they say, oh, we don't want to put a society together. I mean, we don't want to make power. But you cannot have a peaceful society without justice. Peace prevails with justice, with some sort of rule of law. If you have nothing, if you don't have rule of law in an environment, John Locke, the guy who wrote the Leviathan, where the tomahawks, in the absence of rule of law is state of nature. And in the state of nature, everybody, you're a king, you're a queen by yourself, nobody governs nobody. Okay? So Charles Darwin will call that one survival of the fittest and the dying of the least suitable. The strong will survive in the state of nature. Okay? But we say, no, we want to graduate from the state of nature. And so we're going to give certain people, we'll put rules together so that we'll not be under the rule of man, but the rule of law. And so we'll put laws in place. And people will flagrantly violate the laws, and people are quiet. They say, you know, we don't want power. Okay, then what the hell you put that document in place? Why you put the rules in place when you're not holding the people accountable about what you put on paper? Why you put that in place? And so the young people, the Concerned Citizens Movement of Sinoe, they are tired. The man we elected, Milton Teahjay, to be our senator, to advocate for us. The man said, no, I'm not in the Senate to advocate. I'm there to hold Master Teahjay hand, Master Toli. I'm only there to hold his hand, my gay partner. I'm only there to hold everything backwards. I thought he's going to be helping to give people jobs in a country where there are no jobs. But when they send name for confirmation for the children, the people, the citizens of Sinoe to get jobs, Milton Teahjay will hold it. Because the person is singing hallelujah to him. You know, so since George Weah came to power, we had Gift Morris, who was the fiscal superintendent of Sinoe County. Sadly, he passed away. May his soul rest in peace. Since that young man left, about two plus years now, Sinoe County does not have fiscal superintendent. The superintendent of the county, he was on one of the, I think the bombers, ERBC one time, and he was saying, we got some money in the account, but we can't do something according to law. We need fiscal superintendent in order to undertake project to do something with the money that the government, the central government sent to us. We can't do nothing with it until we get fiscal superintendent. And so a son of Sinoe County was nominated. His name was forwarded to the president. The president did his part, nominated the son of Sinoe County, Alvin Wesseh. Milton Teahjay for almost how many months now? The man has been fighting behind the scene. As a matter of fact, when they put a young man in, he went there and fought, and they took the young man in down. Sinoe County for months, they've been still fighting. The same way we fought over Prosper Brown issue, for Prosper Brown to be superintendent of the man. You don't want a man, you got a man out for Jirepo. Okay? So the man is now fighting a son of Jirepo. Okay? Alvin Wesseh is a son of Jirepo, and he said he was advocating for Jirepo people to be represented in the power structure of Sinoe. A son of Jirepo has been nominated, and the man said, no, I don't want a man. I want Otelo Kocho. The guy man who said before and did nothing. He was just fighting. And the man I want. So Alvin Wesseh, Sinoe County does not have development because of your corrupt law make all your get. All right? The man you put there that has nothing good to offer. But to go as far as stealing different people's car. A young lady for local and took the young lady car. That's how corrupt the man is. But anyway, the people are stepping up. They are hearing a message from Daxa Yopo. They say we got to stand up. We on the ground too. So here's the press conference yesterday from the movement, the concerned Sinoe citizen movement. The press conference yesterday was great. It was great. It was a great press conference. You got to talk, guys. If you don't talk, Teahjay will suppress you.
We are bringing issues affecting us, for which we are invited, members of the press. As you are here, we are about to start the press conference. We will give you the opportunity at the end of the press conference to ask 1 or 2 questions regarding what we may say. We want to thank you and welcome. And get prepared as we start the press conference. My name is Justice UNC, the media coordinator.
For the concerned people.
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we want to welcome you on this special day. Today is 7th of December 2021 at about this time. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to this press conference under the banner of Concerned Citizen Movement of Sinoe County. Today, it is a very sad day in the political history of our county and a bad day for our muddy democracies. Since the creation of Sinoe as the 3rd regional county of the Republic of Liberia, but now, newly created counties in our political dispensation should be looking up to Sinoe for better, accurate, and balanced leadership.
That's right. Being the parent, like you have the father, the mothers in the house. When the children come, they don't want to have to help the children out.
Put our country on the world map among its committee of nations. But it is quite unfortunate that Sinoe is a total deviant to this theory.
Yeah, the man, they said the man is a deviant, meaning that he's deviating. He's going different direction.
Sinoe today, instead of being a champion of peace, reformist, perfect democracy, it is widely known and considered as a reservoir of conflict and defeat.
Why is Sinoe the reservoir of conflict? It's because of Milton Teahjay. Yes.
Vision and artificial political trouble grouping initiated as a result of ethnocentrism. The citizen movement of Sinoe County want to recognize the positive involvement of the young people against anti-democratic practices that continue to impede the progress of our county, and we recognize in a very high esteem. They are stood tall in the rebuilding process of our dear county Sinoe. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, our attention is fully drawn to an unscrupulous attitude of a political contaminant in person of Senator Milton Teahjay, whose political involvement has intensified and promoted tribal division, political and economic marginalization in our county. His attitude is absolutely ridiculous, uncivilized, and barbaric, and it is.
Those are strong words to describe a lawmaker, and those are appropriate too. You use the words appropriately, and that's a word a young man used. They called ethnocentrism, ethnocentric. Teahjay is an ethnocentrist. Ethnocentrism is the belief that your tribal group, where you're from, is above everybody else. And so Teahjay posts himself, where you from, Teahjay people, they're above everybody else. Everything will be Teahjay. Okay? So it's ethnocentrism. It's a tribal superiority. You put yourself above every other tribe or tribal group. You take your tribal group to be above everything else. Listen to the lash are in, they don't joke.
It's a threat to national security building. Senator Teahjay historically has always been in the center of political controversies and economic robbery in our
economic robbery. It means a robber, it's a thief, criminal.
County. Since his appointment as superintendent in 2009, under the 2-week party granddaughter, Madam Ellen Johnson Shelley, administrator on the Unity Party-led government, and subsequently elected as.
Yeah, that 2-week party granddaughter brought the conflict to us. She the one brought Milton Teahjay because the two of them, they were working for child state to kill the people. So Teahjay was jobless and she came and made Teahjay superintendent. How the whole conflict started inside. That 2-week party granddaughter, Ellen Johnson Shelley, brought that conflict.
Center in 2014 with a questionable political character as an indictee of the LACC for a financial malpractice.
And that's the problem with Liberia. Teahjay was on an indictment, then they approved him to go vie for office. Where can you have that in the world? Somebody on a corruption indictment and say, oh, you can go run for office.
In the two of 700,000 United States dollars. Senator Teahjay, from his childhood, has been a notorious lawless character. The senator was expelled from the Joazon Public School for disorderly conduct.
Okay, that's the history they gave you. For Joazon Public School, for disorderly conduct, they expel him. That means he's not coming by. It means that he's not coming by. They don't want him there anymore.
As fighting and abusing instructors.
Okay, fighting and abusing instructors.
At the Sabatown Mission School, Senator Teahjay, then boarding student, was expelled for property theft.
Okay, see, at the boarding school, Sabatown, he was expelled for property theft. He stole. Okay. He started from a foundation. The man started from the young area, and grew up with that. That's why they say you can teach old and dull new tricks. The man are all criminal from childhood.
Missionary battlings. Senator Teahjay again thereafter enrolled at the CNEC High School, where he was also given a TRN, never to return.
Okay. Now the man history, the record they gave him, that Teahjay profile.
Administrative misconduct. At the same time, Senator Teahjay used his influence of his uncle, the then principal of Sennay High School, the late Mose Pajibo, to enroll, where he enrolled and finally got expelled again for consistent failure in 2 academic years.
Okay, now tell your history to give me up.
In 1980, we are just giving you a background scenario of the senator of which he had been involved with. In 1980, Senator Teahjay, being an employee of the Coffee and Cocoa Corporation, fought his boss after he was dismissed for administrative misconduct and was paid off. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, regrettably, the senator admission was revoked from the King State University in the United States of America.
Okay, the man the man's a fraud. Teahjay is nothing but a fraudulent man.
Excuse me, yes. The King State, United States of America, after investigation revealed that he stole a scholarship opportunity offered by the late President Samuel Shekpeh to Aaron Farr, then employee of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, LWSC, where Mr. Teahjay served as clerk in the office of the managing director.
Okay? You see the criminal history of your law, the man that made lawmaker? All these things the people giving you, the young people giving you, you're going to vote for him again 2023.
Senator Teahjay, an integrated deficit was thrown out of the law.
Integrity deficit. The man does not have it. I mean, you shouldn't use that word deficit. Integrity, he is devoid of integrity. He doesn't have one. So when he said deficit, I mean, it's short. I mean, something's still there. He doesn't have anything.
Out of the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law for clandestine enrollment with a falsified bachelor degree academic credentials.
Okay, yeah. He wanted to go to the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law at the University of Liberia. He carried fake document and discovered and pulling us out.
Senator Teahjay, with a morally deficit character, used his proximity with former President Sennay as superintendent to squander the county and social development fund, as well as other revenues generated from the Bourgogne mining sector and Sinoe rubber company, and scrapped inherited by the county. Senator Teahjay, a high court tribalist who belongs to the kakitocracy form of leadership, has never supported a unanimous decision in it.
Okay, so that's it. The man's a hardcore tribalist. And he said he man belongs to the kakistocratic, the kakistocrat. When he said kakistocrat, and that government official, the bad one, the worst, the least, the terrible one. So kakistocracy is the government of the least qualified people. That the kakistocrat. All right? And he said, now what he said the man belongs. What?
Interest, in the general interest of our county Sinoe. For typical example, he fights everyone in the country who disagrees with him on policy differences.
That's it. The man is so weird. Disagreement is enemy shit for Teahjay. Once you disagree with him, I'm fighting.
2016, if I can retrospect, Senator Teahjay, you did naturally stood against the then superintendent Prosper Brown.
Yep.
Due to
he did stood against Prosper Brown. Now they want not hearing it from you. For the people, the other young citizens of Sinoe County talk every time. I say, "Oh, I don't like Teahjay." While I was saying these things, the young people are putting together and they're speaking up.
Personal reasons. In 2006, the President Sennay appointed Roland Polo, a citizen of Saquin, was appointed as superintendent by former President Sennay because Commissioner Polo could not work the way of Senator Teahjay then. Superintendent Teahjay masterminded dismissal of Commissioner Polo on ground that he was illiterate and incompetent to serve as commissioner.
All right, so talking about the man illiterate, incompetent, the competent man, since he's been there for almost 8 years in the Senate. He just wants to build our past chambers of the Liberian Congress, right? But the competent man, and when the competent thing, is just still hold it.
There's the same Polo, there's the same Roland Polo, who Senator Teahjay criminalized the intelligence of the president and was again appointed as the superintendent in the same second district. Whereas Mr. Initial Fuka, who was unanimously recommended by the caucus and nominated by President George Weird of the same second statutory district, thus making the president nominee to two citizens of the same district at the same time. See the contradiction this senator have caused. And it is a serious contradiction. Someone who was not qualified for the first time, and now this person is qualified. So we see that as a serious contradiction. Senator Teahjay, this divide and rule leader has introduced tribalism, sectionalism, nepotism, and favoritism
Yeah, that's it. It means a travelers and believes in nepotism, tribalism, favoritism, and you can go all the thing in the man name over there. Hardcore travelers, naked and one too.
Which has broken Sinoe peace into dust, leaving highly educated citizens of Sinoe jobless, hopeless, and worst, the full family crew, Sarpo, Geleo, Congo, with non-coexistence. His continuous presence in Sinoe governance structure is a threat to the peace and development of our county.
Yes, it is. It's a serious threat. If you want Sinoe to grow, once Milton leaves, Sinoe will develop massively. That hardcore, negative, nepotistic man should leave.
Senator Teahjay in recent time opposed the confirmation of 40-plus Sinoe citizens.
Imagine that, 40-plus citizens. Even in your own time, I showed you a letter the other day. He instructed Annie Public to take 46 citizens from Teahjay from payroll. Even my own mother here, I will don't mention your name. They nominated the old man the other day. Mother Dwayne, I should call her name. They nominated her to be the city mayor for one of those cities over the Teahjay been fighting out by our mother. That's how the woman for Teahjay, the woman supported the guy campaign 2014, helping printers on t-shirts. They pay by that Teahjay can give them mother. They said, no, I don't want her. I don't want her because Zaza recommended the woman. You serious?
Who were nominated by President George Manawia to serve in various appointed positions. As we speak, 95% of those nominees are languishing for confirmation.
95%. That's a huge number. All the people that were nominated by the president to be confirmed for people to get jobs in Sinoe County, 95% of the people that have not been confirmed because of Milton Teahjay.
Senator Teahjay, from his ascendancy to the position of superintendent, he sees every potential son and daughter of Sinoe as enemy who does not dance to his tune.
Yes, if you not dance to the tribalistic, nepotistic, and kakistocratic, kakistocratic, leadership style of Teahjay, you are in trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, to authenticate our concern against Senator Teahjay, saying the vacancy of the fiscal affairs position was created as a result of the death of the late Gift P. Morris in 2020.
2020.
The country has been without a fiscal affairs superintendent because Senator Teahjay has deliberately refused to confirm a true son of Sinoe, Mr. Alvin Wesseh, who possesses the requisite qualification and was unanimously vetted, recommended by the caucus, and subsequently nominated by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President George Manawia. The issue: we, the concerned citizen movement of Sinoe, are calling on the Liberian Senate and its relevant committee to condemn the position of Senator Teahjay against Alvin Wesseh. We therefore honorably request the Liberian Senate to confirm Mr. Alvin Wesseh, the preferred son of Sinoe County, to serve the position of fiscal affairs superintendent in the county. As you may be aware, the president made his nomination since the 28th of August, and up to now there is no confirmation. The county is operating without a superintendent. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we are calling on the government of the Republic of Liberia through the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, LACC, to indict Senator Teahjay to produce the US $700,000 that was stolen and misappropriated.
US $700,000 Teahjay squandered. So they are calling on the GSC, LACC, all the anti-corruption commission institutions in the country to indict Teahjay. It's not coming from Zaza, it's coming from the young people of Sinoe County now.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, once again, in order to have a peaceful, corruption-free county, We, the Concerned Citizen Movement, remain committed to deliver our country from the hands of this dictatorial senator and have
dictatorial senator. There is a dictator. A man is a despot. A man is a tyrant. A man is what? A monocrat. You can need all the other word, a bad man, terrible man.
He retired from the governing structure of our county comes 2023. Finally,
2023, they said the man should be retired from the governance structure of Sinoe County. Milton Teahjay is done. The man is a political zombie walking right now. Yeah, the man is on political life support. We are just waiting for election day to pull the oxygen, the political oxygen from the mouth and nose of Teahjay, so he can die politically.
Senator Teahjay over the years has demonstrated the characteristic of both an iconoclast and idiosyncratic personality. Therefore, we will dismiss him as psychopathic.
Yeah, the man's behavior actually idiosyncratic. Yeah. When you do things idiosyncratically, you do things where you got your own way of doing things just other than what we call normal. The man just look at Teahjay is purely idiosyncratic. Look at what he's doing in the county. Not giving people jobs, fighting and sponsoring bill to make rape the law of the land. That is really idiosyncratic.
Personality who has been enemy to our president of the Republic of Liberia. He is not supporting the president. He is not in the interest of the president because 2023 is coming and the president visited the county. Back then, he pledged his overwhelming support to the president that he is in support. But this is a tactic. He is a member of the CPP and will continue to be a member of the CPP. Thank you so much for this press conference. You are welcome.
All right, so that's it. It was a beautiful press conference. The guy delineated, they gave us a splendid profile of Milton Teahjay. Yes, it's there. It's buried already in the belly of the internet. Anytime you can come on Facebook or you can go to my Facebook or my YouTube page, just put up Madison Freeman and look for this video. You'll get a profile of Teahjay. What I have been saying has been supplemented. All right. And I mean, other documents, I don't want to say a thing with no evidence, you know. So that's Milton Teahjay for you. Again, I don't know what to say. I mean, I've given you enough information. The people of Sinoe County, 2023, you have the right to liberate yourself, ourselves, if you want, if you like, or you have the right to keep yourself in slavery and allow Teahjay to devour you. The young people we are agitating now. Alvin Wesseh must be confirmed. This is the young guy that was nominated by the president about 3 to 4 months ago, and Milton Teahjay have been fighting. Yeah, he doesn't want a man. The man did nothing wrong. He qualified, got the needed credentials to do his work. Milton Teahjay no, because his name was sent by Zaza. And so he doesn't want him. Everything is Zaza want. Zaza send any name. Once it is Zaza that send our name, Teahjay will fight the name. All right. Alvin Wesseh was recommended to the president by Zaza. The mother Duane was recommended by Honorable Zaza. Anybody that has any name that has Zaza attached to it, Teahjay will fight. All right. I mean, like, what kind of man is that? All right, so that man will fight. Alvin Wesseh will be confirmed at the end of the day, you know, Teahjay will always fight. And at the end of the day, the people will win again. We will triumph. Alvin will be employed. And then when he gets employed, his guys will come. The other guy, one of his supporters, Hugh Bleedy on the show, Teahjay for the Wakaba and the single statutory districts for whatever time. When the guy confronted, he told Kerry, he said, oh, Teahjay take credit for it because he's in the Senate. He's a senator. And so anything that goes through the Senate takes credit for it. Even though Teahjay will all want to play campaign against it. So once Alvin is confirmed, that Teahjay did it. You know, bunch of blind loyalists. But I want to say thanks to the young people. You'll continue the hard work. You'll continue. Again, if you look at the war over, if you look at history, the freedom, the countries that are free, they are young people. that brought freedom to their own people or to themselves. Okay? So you can't say by and work for some of the old heads. A lot of them, they are not good. Like Teahjay. Again, the oppressor will not, Dr. King is right, the oppressor will not voluntarily free the oppressed. The oppressed must demand, must fight for his own freedom. And you must fight for your own freedom. All right? The Samuel Shekpeh, the demonizing, all those people, he was in his 20s when the guys were fighting for the struggle. When they were in the struggle, 20-year-old guys, those guys, they were young people. Right? When I read about Farley and those guys, they were young guys when they were in the struggle in the country. But I don't know, young people nowadays, they praise the people that's oppressing them. You got to stand up. And I'm impressed. Sam, I think Sam Walker saying you did great. All the young guys that put this together, you're maintaining that. I'm with you as well. When I come and be on the ground, I don't want to come and read this, and I have my own words there too. Yes. And as a matter of fact, let leader reading Benin now. It's time for us to stand up. Let agitate. As a matter of fact, this man should not have been in our office. It's a disgrace to us for the court in the land to declare a man guilty and the man is still serving as a senator. We can move that man from power, but we don't want to stand up with a bunch of cows. But I will make you brave. You're getting brave now. You'll continue that. Don't be afraid. They can't do nothing to you. In the Constitution right here. Right here. They get a power to you right here. If you just read your Article 1. Article 1 right here. Oh, my people. You use the power that people gave you. We, the people of the Republic of Liberia, acknowledging our devout gratitude to God for our existence as a free, sovereign, and independent state, and relying on his divine guidance for our survival as a nation, realizing from many exercises or experiences during the course of our national existence, which culminated in the revolution of April 12, 1980, when our Constitution of July 26, 1847 was suspended, that all of our people, irrespective of history, tradition, creed, or ethnic background, out of one common body politic. All right? Exercising our natural, inherent, and inalienable rights to establish a framework of government for the purpose of promoting unity, liberty, peace, stability, equality, justice, and human rights, honoring the rule of law, with opportunities for political, social, moral, spiritual, and cultural advancement of our society, for ourselves and for our prosperity. And having resolved to live in harmony, to practice fraternal love, tolerance, and understanding as a people, and being fully mindful of our obligation to promote African unity and international peace and cooperation, do hereby solemnly make, establish, proclaim, and publish this Constitution for the governance of the Republic of Liberia. And then they come to Article 1. All power is inherent in the people. That your Constitution talking here, use the document for once. They don't say some power, it's all power. All power is inherent. It's inside you. Nobody can take it from there. It is embedded, engraved, indelibly built in your DNA. The deoxyribonucleic acid is inside. All power is inherent in the people. All free governments are instituted by their authority for their benefit. And they have the right to alter. You have the right, you know what alter means? To change it. Okay? They have the right to alter and reform the same when their safety. Now the Constitution tells you when their safety and happiness so required. Are the people of Sinoe County happy? Are you happy? When your happiness is at stake, you have the right to alter, to change a government official. Your Constitution is saying that. In order to ensure democratic government, which responds to the wishes of the governed, the people shall have the right at such period, and in such manner, as provided for under this Constitution, to cause their public servants. This is seven. That's a dictator. They are servants. They serve you. Okay? And the word servant from was slave. 7. The man is serving you, okay? So don't call that man your boss. An honorable hold the man suppressing you. Such man has provided for honor on this constitution to cause the public servants to leave office and to fill vacancies by regular elections and appointment. Okay? Article 1. You said the coming election 2023. It said by regular election to fill vacancy, remove Milton Teahjay and post somebody that will seek your interests. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining Voice of Sound. Let me see some of the comments here. I think I went through it. No comment here for me. All right, so I want to say thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. We are out. Thursday, we'll bring Powlue Carlor. He's our special guest on tomorrow. He wants to talk about a lot of things here. And on Friday, I'm bringing a professor from Liberia, Richard Panton, actually. Mr. Richard Panton will be our special guest on Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. GMT, Liberia time. Tomorrow is Mr. Manor. William Manor is the special guest tomorrow. And then on Friday will be Richard Panton. Professor Richard Panton will be the special guest. All right. Then weekend, I don't work. I'll be with family. We have to do some activities. That being said, as I blend it, you change your byways. I will change. All right. Let me see what the communication says here. All right, so lastly, I got a communication. We'll repeat that tomorrow again. The next show, when the audience is bigger, I think people are going on. But I would just say, the national president of the United Sarpo Association. My president, next time, I think tomorrow I'll give maybe about 5 minutes or 2 minutes. So you say you can come here. The people like to hear from the leaders. So saying you are a leader, I will recommend you come. I'll give you 2-3 minutes just to appreciate the people. But in the meantime, the president said she wants to highly appreciate all and sundry, everybody, for the huge contribution that you made to put our national vice president to rest. She is very, very grateful from the bottom of her heart what you demonstrated this one weekend. It gives the president hope. It gives the board of directors hope that yes, we are stronger together. And so the president is grateful from the bottom, from every facet of her body, to say thank you so much for doing what you did. And let us continue on that. Thank you. Congratulations. We look forward to working with you. That is why you appointed us or you elected us. And so when we call on you, you come to us. It gave us hope. It gives us hope. It gives us courage that yes, you did not just give us power and then you back up. You are with us. Thank you so much. The members of the United Sarpo Association, from the children to the elders to whatever. Thank you so much for what you did to put our vice president to rest. And such as you turn out in numbers and your financial support. Thank you. That being said, all of you, I clever out no this one. Asa blende. Asa blende. A problema. No sagino. Aginoba. Agabuja. No sagino. Aginoba. A problema. No sagino. Asa blende. Agabuja. No sagino.
Watch out, revoke this unity.
Watch out. We must come together, guys. Have a great day. I am out.